Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab in the wee hours of the morning, doing what I do for you. I got a little something different lesson here. I've been listening to the guys talk about. I'm gonna break a few things down for you. Hope you make a lesson out of this thing. I don't know what I got going here, but I'm gonna try something out, something new, something different. So here we go. Let's rock. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I'm giving life lessons. You tuning and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission. I'm on it. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. What's going on here? Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. And I'll ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through, because that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you had an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. Know thyself. A person who knows not, and knows not that they know not, he don't know himself. He's foolish. Disregard him. A person who knows not, and knows that they know not. It's simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not, and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to my yacht, be true. Our ancients, we relied on the philosophy, right thinkers. Let's talk about the 12 laws of what I call karma, okay, on the 12 Hermetic laws or principles. Ancients, we had a philosophy that governed us, laws that we like follow. Not like religion, which gives you what? Commandments. I don't do commandments. Moving on. So let's talk about it. And this is philosophical concepts that you can master for yourself to help you what? Master oneself or know thyself. These are things you need to know. Watch this. And let me know when one of them, touches you, you feel like you're doing this, then you can probably get along and understand it better. So let's talk about it. We got, first of all, 12 laws. The first one is the great law. What's the great law? The great law is you reap what you sow, from my perspective. You put out, what you put out will come back to you. AKA, the Indians call it karma. I agree. You put good work out, you get good stuff in return. I do good work daily, I get blessed daily for doing good work. You can do the same thing. Whatever that work is, you do that and you will be blessed for that. That's the law. That ain't what I'm saying. It ain't a religion, okay? It's something that you can master for yourself. Next one is the law of creation. You make happen in your life. Things don't just happen. No, everything you do, your prior lives, whatever it is, all that focuses in on to how you live. So you are the creator of your own destiny. Again, these are all philosophical points of view that if you understood them, they make a lot of sense. And if you practice them, you really get better at what? Knowing you. That's what it's for. Next one, number 3, the law of what? Growth. We go from little embryo inside to full-grown adults. So that's growth in the physical form. But growth meaning changing. Changing what? In our way of thinking to change our lives. I had the wrong way of thinking back then. Hustling, making a bunch of money. That was just wrong. I did it and I paid the price for it. So now my goal is to tell people, you don't want to do that. Why? You want to go to prison? Okay, well, don't do that. That's where you're going to end up. Or dead. Back in my hustle, you had two things in the game, death or prison. And anybody who take them odds is crazy. Ain't no winning there. I thought going to prison, I won. At least I got a chance to change my life. Again, change. That's the thing. I grew, still growing. You can too. Don't let prison or something stupid help you grow. Start growing on your own. Make it something that you just want to do. Okay? Most of us change because what? We have to. A lot of us won't change because we get comfortable, complacent. So they just want everything. No, you got to, I'm doing change right now. This is something different. I'm just ingratiated and going with it. See how it work out. If I'm saying, I don't know if I can try this, I don't know how to do this. No, just go for it. That's what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. Sometimes you got to do that, all right? If I came here with no definition, no direction, man, I would be all over the place. I tell you, I can't. I got a lot of stuff going on, so I got to channel it and focus it to make it a lesson. That's my point. I'm coming here to do just that, not to do a whole bunch of other stuff. No, just give lessons. All right. Number 5, the law of connection. To what? Your past, your present, and your future. All connected to what? You, the way you think and how you feel and what you do. You have total control over everything that go on inside you. Please understand that. That's why they give you these laws, so you can get a better grasp, understand that. Hopefully this is making sense to you. Okay? The law of connection. You are connected to what? How you live, what you've done, and how you continue to go. So get connected with what? God. He'll lead you down the right path. If you trust your ego, Scooby-Doo, roll, yeah, problems. God, no problems. Your choice. It ain't a whole bunch of, you don't need a whole bunch of options. See, I tell you before, when you got too many options, you're going to pick the wrong thing. If you got a 50-50 shot, that's the best odds you're going to get in life. It don't get no better than that unless you're banking on God. That's 100%. But if you're going to take a chance, okay, you got a 50-50 shot. Do you? Do God. I did me for a long time. Now I choose to do God. I ain't got no problem. Oh, no, I mean, I'm not doing dumb stuff. I'm not putting myself in a bad predicament. So yeah, no problems. Oh, you perfect. Nothing go. No, I'm living right. You can do the same thing. It ain't a competition. I ain't in competition with nobody. My brothers and sisters, I ain't in competition with them for my mother's father's love. I hate sibling rivalries. We all get the same roots. We grew up in the same house. What you do, what he do, ain't gonna do with me. Why? We all doing our own thing, obviously. But if it's working for you, that's a beautiful thing. Why? Because moms and pops is happy that their kids are doing whatever they're doing. They don't dictate that, but they're happy to see you doing what you're doing if you're doing the right thing. My mother was down with me when I was in prison. She rolled with me, didn't flinch. I didn't want that no more. So I changed that perspective. But if they're with you, they're with you. That's my point. I would hate to have to be with my son in prison, but he went to prison, I'm going to prison. Don't care. Why? It's my son. Simple. So understand. I get that part. The idea is don't put your parents in that position, young people. That's how I look at that. Okay? Moving on. Now let's get to this is a good one. The law of focus. A lot of us can't get focused. If you ain't meditating, it's hard for you to focus and concentrate your mind on one thing. That's what meditation teaches you how to do, to concentrate and focus. The law of focus is you can't think of two different things at the same time. You can't serve two masters. Either you're going to do you or you're going to do God. You can't do both. That's the 50-50 shot. It don't change. I'm telling you, that's the best odds. I don't gamble. But if I was a gambling man, I'm taking God. Okay, I'm taking my chances. Okay, I got a 50-50 shot of being right and a 50-50 shot of being wrong. Take your best shot and deal with the consequences. You'll find out if you're right or wrong. All right, moving on. But that's what helps you. If you can focus and put your energy in the right place, you'll be rewarded. If what you do wants blessings, if what you do don't want blessing, who is it? Karma. That's it. And that's the first law, the great law. You reap what you sow. Simple as that. It can't get around. These are things that you cannot like, but you can't get around them. Why? That's what it is. Why not conform to what is? You have to fight what is. Why? That's just asinine. That's dumb. Okay, moving on. To go against what is, just because that's dumb. That ain't ignorant. That's dumb. Okay, ignorance is not knowing. I never call you ignorant for not knowing. I mean, I never call you dumb for not knowing. No, dumb is an action. Okay, that means you just did something that dumb. I can say, my man, you're dumb. Moving on. Law of giving. To get anything from God, you got to give first. You know that? In order to place a bet, if you gambling, you got to put something up. You got to have something. Money. Okay? With God, it's effort, respect, and understanding. He loves that. Okay? In return, you get some things. Moving on. Again, this ain't church. This ain't preaching. These are laws. Okay? You get what you reap what you sow. Then you got the law of what? Here and now. I tell you, the present is a gift. Live in it. Why? It's yours. Enjoy it. That's life. Every minute is a gift. Did you think about it that way? No. Again, if you understand philosophy, you understand certain things, it don't change. You do. It don't. Again, what you mean by here and now? One cannot be what? Present. Can't go back to the past. Here, going on. You can't go back. No, that's a one-way deal. Once it's done, it's done. So understand the law of here and now. Okay? Tomorrow's over. Yesterday's over. Tomorrow's yet to come. Deal with the present. It's yours. Oh, here's a good one. I had to learn this one. And this was life experience. The law of humility. Humility. Woo-hoo-hoo. What you refuse to accept will continue to bother you. If you're burdened with that bad, you're just a jealous person, you got envy, that's the satanic, qualities that you ain't happy for nobody until what? But you want it. You want somebody to show you goodness and kindness, but you don't show it to nobody else. Life will humble you. Okay? Show some humility, concern, compassion for somebody else. I didn't get that lesson until I got my cats. I understand that one too. Okay? Again, these are Lord that once you experience them, you get it. That's what the whole idea, to learn from them. Okay, not to keep repeating them. That makes no sense. The law of what? Patience. And patience is always going to be rewarded. Another one from experience. I did a lot of stuff. And I know right now, when stuff is going on that you don't particularly care for, you ain't got to voice your dislike, your discontent. Sometimes it's better to what? Be patient. Be patient and see how it plays itself out. I've learned to do that in life. And guess what? You will be rewarded. Ding, ding, ding. There you go. It's only going to happen if you do it. I can't guarantee nothing, but you got to put the work in and you'll find out the reward for yourself. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. It don't pick and choose. It is what it is. If you do it, you get the same reward everybody else gets for doing what? Showing patience. But the most valuable law, okay, is what takes what perspective, okay? It requires your perspective on what you think you should do. I got to advise them. If I'm in a situation where I might need some advice, life advice, I got somebody I can call. And the brother always give me biblical, religious advice. I'm not a Christian. But when he give me the advice on life from a Christian perspective, he ain't been wrong yet. So I would never tell you that the Bible don't work. I'll tell you some contradictions there. Yeah, I know what I got all that, but I never tell you it don't work. No. Much respect for that. Why? Again, my best friend uses it. I got a library. Books everywhere. Okay, this is my world. His world is, you got one book. I freaks out. I used to. Now I get it. The difference between two men, if you're respected of each other, you won't have a problem. But if you want to compete and it's a competition, it's going to be clash. I have to stop dealing with certain people. I'm tired of the clashing. I ain't got time. That's a waste of my time. It's really a waste of my time. And I tell you what, iron sharp as iron. If we can kick it and you can give me something, I can give you something, that's fine. But if it's going to be abrasive, I don't waste my time with that. Again, that's having what? Patience. And the reward for being patient, you get something on the other side. Now let's go into law. Oh, my favorite. The law of change. If what you're doing ain't working, you got to change what you're doing. If the way you're thinking ain't getting you where you want to go, you got to change the way you think. Come on, now. Again, that's the law. That ain't me saying it. But when you experience it, you have full understanding. History will repeat itself. Why? Because you obviously didn't learn. That's what they're telling you. If it didn't work yesterday, it ain't going to work today. And if you ain't wise enough, it won't work tomorrow. Why would you do that? Just say, Lord, change. Learn how to change. Make that change. Might tell them, once in my life. Start with you, a man in the mirror or a woman. Ooh, this is another good one. The last one. The law of significance and inspiration. The person that you follow or get inspired by, you should be understanding that they should be a significant part of your life and pay close attention. If they're leading you, watch what they're doing, and then you can emulate them. I steal qualities from people who, I like that, I'm going to borrow that. Yeah, I'll take that. You can do that. That's what it's for. Learn from people's mistakes, learn from people's goodness. It don't make a difference, but you can learn from other people. You ain't got to experience everything. No, that ain't smart. I tell you, I'm old school. I personally walk the walk. Why? I want to know for myself. I'm that guy. They say don't go there. Oh, I'm going there. They don't do that. Oh, I'm doing it. Why? I'm going to find it for myself. Told you to go to prison. Okay, I went to prison. But I found out for myself. Again, you can't scare me or deter me. If it's something I'm going to do, I'm going to do it. That's the Lord's significance and inspiration. Depending on who inspired you. I was inspired by a bad man. So my inspiration was to do what? Bad things. Good at it, have fun, but no. Again, no. If it's bad, it ain't going to end good. Understand that? Moving on. Let me wrap this up. Now I got the other half. I just did the 12 laws. Now, my boy, the Hermetic principles. These are life principles that, again, you can't get around them. And he put them there for a reason. Hermes Trismegistus or Tahuti. He's God's mind. He's the writer of the Medulla. I'm about to get a lesson about the Medulla. Okay. But it's all about, we got the blueprint. I just figured things out. Yeah, this body here is the most magnificent creation known to man. And it is us. We are the greatest creation ever known. How about that? How many of us know that? How many of us realize that? How many of us even think about it like that? Come on, man. That's why you got to expand your consciousness. Get wider. Narrow-minded. Don't do nothing. Expand it. When it comes to knowledge. You got the laws of what? Hermetic laws. You got the 12 Hermetic laws that says, I'm going to run them right quick. But in the 7 Hermetic principles, and everybody follow it, I already gave that lesson to Hermetic laws, which all are what? Number 1, all is mental. Okay? God is mental. Right there. God is all. God's absolute. God all is. So it's mental. He ain't physical. God ain't in the flesh. Humans are. Humans are in the flesh. We're spiritual beings in the flesh. Jesus, Monetti. I keep trying to make that point, but I'm trying to drive it home. Understanding that what's inside the body is God. The creation of the body is boy. If you study the body, doctors know the magnificence of what? The creation of the body. Wow. They intricately study and say, man, it's well put together. We are well put together. And the only thing we got to do is what? Learn and become conscious. Remember. I was saying, knowing thyself, don't remember thyself. Why? It's already in our DNA. We just got to figure it out. Moving on. Second principle, Hermetic laws is, okay, the principle of mentalism. Okay? Remember, God is what? Up here. Then you got the principle of what? Correspondence. That's the opposites. Okay? North pole, south pole. In, out, up, down. That's duality. Again, that's Maya. And you got the law of vibration. Everything vibrates. Okay? Everything. And the slower the vibration, the more dense it is, the more we can see it. Everything we see material, it's just vibrating at a lower frequency. God represents energy. Can't be manufactured, can't be destroyed. Okay? Energy, that's God. Vibration, right there. Everything vibrates. And the next one is what? Frequency. Energy, frequency, and vibration. I don't think frequency is on here, but that's another part of the big 3. But you got vibration, then you got what? Polarity. Again, opposites. Maya. Law of rhythm. Count, the beat. Everything has a rhythm. Everything moves at a certain rate. The megahertz, all that good music. I'm not musically inclined, so I don't know how that goes, but music plays an important role also. Okay? My favorite, cause and effect. That's karma right there. It's number 6 on the scale. And it tells you, you do this, that's going to happen. You do good work, you get rewarded for good deeds. You do sneaky, deceitful things, you get a visit from karma. You get what you deserve. See that? 50-50. Again, it ain't changed. Last one. And gender shows you 50-50 again. Male, female. Simple as that. In anything, there's got to be a gender. It's got to be a male, got to be a female. Why? In order to procreate. Okay? That's a simple fact. Again, these are laws that are not made by man, but it should be followed and mastered by man. Why? Because they keep you what they call due bounds of yourself. These are things that help you better yourself. Now, put 12 lessons, the laws. One quick. Law of divine oneness. Everything comes from the one. We all knew that. All that they worship many gods, they keep saying that, and we keep telling you, we know it's one God, everything is else emanation, but they still, you should serve many gods. But y'all only serve one God. Y'all got one God, y'all got angels, demons. What the hell is that? No, sorry, calm down. Get back and wrap this lesson up. Because, perspective and concepts. Everybody got different viewpoints, I get it. But we talk about laws that govern man. Law of oneness, divine oneness, that's God. Then you got the law of vibration. Everything vibrates. You got the law of action. Something got to be done. You got to do something. You got the law of what? Correspondence. Again, there's going to be some repercussions to what you do. Somebody's going to deal with it in a different manner. Then you got the cause of effect. What you do, have an effect. These are all life lessons that cause the law of polarity. Again, we're back to the opposites. And pretty much they're all giving you different perspectives. Law of what? Rhythm. Again, we all have rhythm. Everything is a rhythm. 8, perpetual transmutation. That means you're constantly changing. The body parts change. Our skin changes. Like a snake. That's what a snake usually changes his whole skin. Our whole body DNA structure changes over a period of time. So it's constant transmutation with the physical body. And you should be able to do that with the mind. Transformation, become enlightened. You got the law of attraction. Males are attracted to what? Females. Well, now, not so much. Okay, but we're moving back. The opposite is the opposite attract. That's what I'm trying to tell you. A smart man usually going to marry what? A dumb woman. Not in that way, but yeah, he's intellectual in a certain way, and she's going to be what she has. So the opposites, they come together, work for the good. That's why you got to sometimes acquiesce to your mates. Respect your mate. Why? Because they are who they are, and if they respect you, y'all won't have a problem. When you lose the respect, any marriage, when the respect goes, Scooby-Doo, roll, yep, everything else will fall apart. It's built and based on respect, not love. Damn love, no, respect. Once the respect is gone, the name calling, all that nasty, that's disrespectful. And when they're doing that, the party's pretty much over. If you're in that relationship, recognize the signs. The signs is y'all always arguing. Y'all ain't never on the same page. Y'all ain't intimate. Hello? Come on, man. I ain't going to be a marriage psychologist, but that's common sense. Again, we go through life understanding or misunderstanding what we think, what we believe. But you suffer the consequences for what? Your ignorance and your actions. Out of ignorance, you still got to pay the consequences. Well, she made me mad. You did this. Okay, but then what you do? Action. Okay, right there. Responsible for your actions. Law of compensation. When you do something, the person who you did it to, when you know you're wrong, you got to compensate for that. You got to pay for that. Again, laws. Last 2. This is a good one. The law of relativity. If it ain't relevant, if it is something that's tangible to you, why worry about it? It ain't your problem. Somebody else's issues ain't your problem. Well, I love it. Ain't your problem. And you find that out when you do have your problem, who will be there for you? Nobody. So, do you, let them do them. Moving on. Last one. Again, come back to gender. Gender is always involved. Why? In order to you make anything happen, you got to have male and female. That's why that album get involved in the alphabet game. That's just physical and psychological nonsense that I don't even feed into. And if we teach our young, they won't have that issue either. Knowing thyself takes away that whole concept. Again, we got built-in safety mechanisms to take care of all that nonsense, okay? The ignorant people who just make anything in their mind to work for them, okay, that's knock yourself out. Again, hope you got the lesson. Just want to lay out some few laws, a few concepts that if you practice them and use them in your life, you see what this is about. That's how it works. All I can do is give it to you. That's what I do. It's on you. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. In closing, right thinkers, me y'all there to be 100. Me, I take 100 bites a day. So I'll never know that my right thinkers who understand the laws of karma has passed away. I'm out.